Hey everybody, my name is jmartin. This is a 1v1 battle. Thanks for watching. And we're on Grassy Flats. I'm playing as France here. And I had two concepts I wanted to throw out to you in this video. And the first was how people use Old Guard. I've been thinking about this. Old Guard are a really good unit. And they have two abilities. The first ability is the fear ability. They make the enemy units afraid. But the second ability is they inspire. They inspire your units that are nearby. And Old Guard obviously also have good accuracy and reload and everything, so they're just high quality units. But I felt like maybe people don't, or I don't, take advantage of the Inspire ability and the Fear ability as much as they should, because a lot of times what happens is you put two or three Old Guard together on one flank to make a really strong flank, and I wanted to try something different. What I want to do is spread Old Guard around. So what I do is I have 9 line infantry, 3 groups of 3, with an Old Guard sitting in the middle of each of them, and hoping that that will. I'm trying to take advantage of the Inspire ability, and I don't know why more people. There has to be a reason why more people don't do this. Like even with like Prussian foot guards, people just put all their foot guards on one flank or something. But that's what I wanted to try, and that's it. I also have a super rushish build here. I only have 2 light infantry and a line, so I'm gonna have to get in there and attack this guy, which is something I'm trying to work on and get better at. Um, this is my opponent. His name is Lightgiver, and Lightgiver was a complete jerk. Like, this guy was a total dickhead to me. You know, in chat, a bunch of really rude things, and I don't get why people do that. And so the second thing I want to say is just be nice to each other. I mean, not even be nice, but just be polite to each other. I understand it's anonymous and it's online, so you can get away with it, and I can't come over to your house and kick your ass. But just be nice to each other. Like, yeah, like early, and I don't see this terribly often. I think as a holism, the Total War community is very polite, and I've had way more positive interpersonal experiences than negative. But even earlier today, I was playing a match with my buddy Huggy, and of the YG clan, and we were playing on pyramids, and this dude runs up and camps on the hill. So we were like, okay, we'll just kill your partner. And so the whole time, this guy's sitting there camping on the hill, and because he's not doing anything, he's chatting, like calling us names and everything. And we were like, well, if you're going to sit there, we're going to kill your partner, and then we'll come and kill you in a minute. I mean, just be patient. And the same thing is sort of happening here. This guy is camping there, and while he's camping, he's all kinds of negative things to say. So, just be nice to each other. You know, that's it, really, and it's okay. It's a game. You're gonna unplug it, and you're gonna hang out with your family or go to your work or do way more important things. But in the meantime, it's a game, and let's appreciate it like it is a game. Let's be excellent to each other, if I might steal a line from Bill and Ted's. So let's just be nice to each other. And this like every guy here, he was a total jerk, and I don't really see a whole lot of cause for that. Um, Tactically, what's going down? This guy has obviously a massive lights advantage, and so he's just going to kind of camp with his lights. And because I've split my army into 3 groups, what's with the random cav charge? Will people please stop doing that? I mean, I think this happens like 3 more times. You're not gonna get me, okay? You're not gonna get me. All right. Anyway, so I've kind of split my army into 3 groups to cause the envelopment. There goes another random cav charge. Doesn't do anything. And he kind of responds in like fashion. And I believe what happens here is I engage on the right side and sort of in the middle, because ironically, I actually have a lights advantage in the middle. He's got 2, and only 1 light in the middle, so I have my 2 volts. In hindsight, I think volts were the. Let's watch an embarrassing cab charge. That's not going to turn. No, not going to work out well for you. Not going to work out. Not gonna work out. No, sorry, not happening. It really, why do you bring Dragoons as Prussia? Look, new players, there are two kinds of cav. Okay, there's three kinds of cav that are relevant, but really there's only two. Shooter cav and Lancers. Alright? If you're new to the game, just bring those two. That's all you bring. Actually, if you're really new to the game, just bring Lancers. That's the only kind of cav you need. Just Lancers. Get a little better at the game, get better at controlling units, bring Shooter cav. Okay? Get really good at the game, then you can start bringing heavy cav. Okay, but while you're sort of in the learning and development stage, just bring Lancers. The only kind of cav you want. And never play Great Britain, because all they have are crappy ass Dragoons. Okay? That's my cav thing. Just bring Lancers. Okay? Later on, speaking of shooter cav, you can get your shooter cav to do interesting things, but not to start. Um, anyway, what was I saying? So I wind up with the lights advantage here, and I kind of fucked up. I should have done this a lot better. My line are way too close to my lights. Um, it's a flaw. I shouldn't do that. Every now and then, my micro, I like relapse and start playing poorly, but what are you going to do? Um, so what's going on is I believe that my experiment with the old guard are actually working pretty well. Pretty well. I have a really retarded Lancer charge there. I have a pretty bad charge there, but it does. I pull out pretty quick, that's what she said. And I take advantage of the square to get, some good shots at this guy or to get in a position. And frankly, I think that movement there really wins me the flank here. Because once I take this unit out, then I can wrap around this guy. And this guy isn't really doing a whole lot, so this gives me a good opportunity. Oh, and this was good. That should have been a much better charge into the corner of that musketeer. But anyway, what happens is once I can take out this unit, then I can wrap around this guy and clear his flank. And pretty textbook, actually. I mean, that unit goes, then I will have a massive advantage in the middle. What had happened to me is I get this weird bug. I don't know if it's a bug, but like maybe I'll hit a hotkey or something, and like all of my units were totally freak out and turn sideways at the same time, and it really fucks me up. This happened to me like 3 times in this game, which I imagine if you were playing against a good player that would be it. I mean, if your units decide to randomly stop shooting for a good 30 minutes or 30 seconds of battle, then you're gonna lose. But that happened to me like 3 times in this game. So what's occurred is back to the action. I've rounded his right pretty good. He's running away. He's running away, and he's gonna run these units to kind of reform here. On the left side, I don't have, man, light infantry here would have been really nice, but I don't have any lights, so we have to do this back and forth thing, and he kites a lot, and I totally waste 2 Lancer charges over here. I think I just got like frustrated, and this is a totally wasted Lancer charge. I don't even do that many casualties, frankly. That was a shame. Any Lancer charge here, and I made a huge mistake in that I didn't really coordinate my Lancers with, good infantry engagements. I mean, I guess maybe I do a little bit better job there. But when you use your cav charges, the whole reason you do cav charge is to set that up with an ensuing infantry engagement. And I didn't do a very good job. So new players, when you do use your cav to support your infantry, make sure your infantry is there to be supported. It was kind of a problem I had. And this guy's got his infantry here sort of in noob square. One mistake I think he's making, you see how close his general is to the back of his unit? When I shoot at this unit, a lot of these bullets are going to pass through and hit his general unit, like just happened. And what winds up happening is I wind up killing his general unit off just from random stray bullets. There they go. Just from random stray bullets that pass through his lines. So you got to be really careful where you position your units. A lot of times I comment, like I did earlier, that I position, there they go, kill his general. I position my units, like my line, too close behind my lights. And that is a huge problem, because if somebody shoots at your lights and the bullets keep traveling, they will hit your line. So you want to position your line sort of close enough to your lights that they can protect them against cav, but far enough that they won't get hit by stray bullets, is what you want to do. Um, so to pick back up the big picture, we've routed this center, and now we're just moving on to wrap up this guy's left. And I think, frankly, that my old guard distribution method worked pretty well because I have a 40, 40, and 40. I have 3-line units, that's actually a militia, all with only 40 men that are still in the game. None of these units have routed yet, and I think they arguably would have if my old guard wasn't there inspiring them. And I made a point to try to get my general over to hook them up. But I think that inspire ability is pretty valuable. So maybe distributing your old guard, or your foot guards, or whatever nation you're using, is a good idea. And I understand that they're high quality, they shoot faster, reload faster, better accuracy and all that, but maybe people underestimate the value of that inspire ability. I don't know. Anyway, so I've got this guy killed, and he, like, retreats to the red line, which I think is kind of, just concede the game, you know what I mean? When I'm losing a game, I just, and I can see the game, I just click melee and run my guys up to the front of your units, but he makes me run up, so, anyway. So that was my experiment with old guard distribution, and be nice to each other, all of you. Just be nice to each other. Just be nice. Thanks for watching. You can check out more information at tdbreplays.com.